Came in as a biochem major and took a couple biology courses and really just fell in love with biology. And so I switched to biology major. Always been pre-med, so I was following that path, and bio fits really well with that. And then in the fall semester of my sophomore year, I took Professor Kumiko Endo's Intro to Buddhism course, as well as Dr. Julie Burns' What is Religion? Intro to Religion class. And I just really fell in love with the professors, the department, and the subjects that I was learning. And the religion major here is pretty flexible. They're willing to work with you and fit it into what you're doing. So I became a religion major the fall of my sophomore year. Talked to people in different departments that really were focused on learning about people and culture, and I was recommended to look into global studies. And so this semester I picked up a global studies major as well. The religion department and the religion major is not the theological study of religion. It's the academic study. And so we learn about what people believe and how they take those beliefs and incorporate them into their daily lives. And there's really not a more useful major out there, because everybody you meet, religion affects them in some way. They either have their own faith, they practice their own faith, or they don't subscribe to a faith. And all those things are really important. And for people that do have a faith, it's usually a pretty big part of their life, and understanding what they believe in, the practices that they do, what they can and can't do according to their faith, that's really important at making a lasting connection and a good impression on somebody when you first meet them. I was talking with Dr. Ann Berline in the religion department about possible internships where I could get credit for the religion department. She and I had met a couple times, had emailed back and forth, and I had actually just started taking her Buddhism in America class. So one day she said to me, I think I might have a really good opportunity for you. There's an alum of Hofstra named Koshin Paley Ellison, who co-founded with his partner the New York Zen Center for Contemplative Care. He suggested to me the Foundations program that the Zen Center offers. The Foundations program is pretty much an intro to chaplaincy training to become a certified chaplain. And it's a course, a graduate level course that runs from September to May. And we meet at the Zen Center in Manhattan one Friday and Saturday a month. We went on a 4-day retreat at the Garrison Institute upstate in the month of October for a contemplative care retreat. And I also do clinical hours at Beth Israel Hospital. It kind of just fell together really well that this worked with religion, it worked with people, it was clinical hours in the medical field, and there was plenty of interaction between doctors, nurses, all the medical faculty that works in the hospital, but as well as patients. The chaplain work that I'm doing in the hospital, it's the extern work that I'm doing with the pastoral care department, it's non-denominational. But the Zen Center teaches contemplative care from a Buddhist lens. So it not only was religion and medicine, but it was also Buddhism. So it really was just a perfect fit. When I volunteer at Beth Israel, I go in once or twice a week, and I go to the 2 floors that I'm responsible for, and I see the head nurse and ask for a list of the patients, and then I just go from room to room and introduce myself, say, hello, I'm Michael from Pastoral Care, how are you doing, how are you feeling today? And just start a conversation with them. It's really whatever the patient wants to talk about, if they want to talk about anything. I also meet with family members and also with the hospital staff if they are needing to talk. After graduation, I'm going to take a year break and teach English abroad through a couple programs that I've been looking at with Dr. Berline. Preferably in India, that way I can study Buddhism and Indian religion, Indian philosophy in the actual area. And then after that, I'd like to go to grad school and get a master's in either Buddhist studies or religious studies. And then after grad school, I'm planning on going to medical school.